Yo, what's up guys, Teacher Paul here, and today we have a video request. Today's video comes from Maria, who says, hello, here is some more of Magnus Midtbø. This time he is taking the test for the Norwegian Coastal Ranger Commando. He needs to pass the test to even be able to join on a training mission later. Wow, that's going to be interesting. This is from the channel Magnus Midtbø from Norway. And let's go straight into the video, guys. Let's take a look.
The Coastal Ranger Commando is the eyes and ears of the Norwegian Armed Forces. They operate in the most inhospitable environment imaginable. When suspicious ships enter Norwegian waters, this is the unit that gets sent out.
Dude, you don't want to be messing with
the most dangerous jobs.
You don't want to be messing with Norwegian waters. Like, honestly, these guys seem like they're they're for business. They're serious business here. Thank you, Bob Tarzan, for the super chat. These guys mean business.
Ships is one of the most dangerous jobs in the military, not only because you're very exposed to the enemy, but the sea can be extremely rough in these parts of the world. And that's why these soldiers have to go through one of the most intense selections where less than 1% of all applicants make it through. It's a screened unit, meaning everyone's identity has to remain a secret. And until now, no outsider has ever been allowed in.
Dude, this is crazy. This looks like it's a movie. It's like we're watching a movie. It's in 4K. Dang. Love the production value here. Harstad, Norway.
So how hard would you say this test is?
It's Harstad.
Depends from year to year. Roughly we have around 500 to 2,000 people applying.
Wow.
Harstad, isn't Stad like state? Like it's a hard state?
Out of those, we select roughly around 100 people.
Only 100 people out of those 3,000 get to try this test?
Yeah, at least get to start selection.
And how many of those will pass generally?
Average 6 to 8.
6 to 8 only. So it's a pretty hard test then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I do this, if I pass the test, then I get to go on a mission with you?
Yeah. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
So that made me a little bit nervous because I know that mission, it sounds really cool and I really want to do the mission. And there are a few of these exercises that I'm a little bit worried about that I think will be hard for me, especially the first one.
Walking lunges.
This is the one that I'm dreading the most. Like my legs are so weak.
Does he skip leg day?
You have 2 minutes to finish, so you could rest. Come on. It's so quiet in here. That's the thing with Norwegians, they're always very quiet. So how many was
Concentrated,
that? That was
focused.
40?
Yeah.
So that was maximum score then?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to aim for 20. Oh, jeez, I hope I don't fail on the first. I wish this came later, because I don't want to fail on the first test.
3, 2, 1, start.
That does not look easy.
2, 3.
Oh, he's gonna make it though.
4. Good pace.
It's 11, right?
12.
12.
Do you need to hit the knee on the floor?
19.
One more. You can rest.
Come on. 20. Yeah,
20 is the minimum, right? Wow.
Come on, come on. 32.
Dude, he did 32.
33.
33.
35. 5 seconds left.
Stad means town in Norwegian.
I think I need to take it. Oh, 35. Oh my God.
That's good.
Nice.
You passed.
I passed, that's the most.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm gonna
You did more than
this.
you needed
and
to.
the next exercise is pull-ups, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's gonna be a rest for the legs.
I think you will pass easily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one
pull-ups
I
are
think,
easy for him.
I should be able to do.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's 10 kilos extra. 1,
4 only?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, it's not
8.
easy for me,
8
obviously.
repetitions, that's fairly comfortable for you guys.
Yeah, it
But I
should
feel
be
like
at
for
least.
them,
And what does most recruits, what do they fail on?
We don't start with the tests before we are done with the first year. So the people that do them are quite solid.
Okay.
He's doing that while talking.
6, 7, 8. That looked fairly comfortable. You're going really high.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do them again.
Yeah.
Make them count.
Dude, he's going really high too. He's hitting the chest. He's hitting his chest. It's easy for him.
Was 8, right? That was my favorite test so far. Do you feel like there is a lot of upper body strength in what you do?
Yeah, well,
Magnus is a beast. When it comes to climbing, upper body strength, he is a beast. But you can see, even though he said his legs aren't as strong, he still did 35. It's absolutely insane. And with no proper preparation or training, he just goes into them and aces these tests.
well, the entire body needs to work in order to be able to cope with the
Boarding
stress,
ships and stuff.
Yeah, when it comes to climbing, heavy kit, the physical strain on an operator today, the kit we have is pretty hard.
Yeah. So the test we're doing today, that's not the selection. That's what you guys do every year to see that you kind of maintain the strength.
You meet the standards that we demand of our operators every year. The first test that we do during selection.
So what they're saying is that this isn't an endurance test or anything. It's just standards. It's just to meet the standards. That's just the minimum.
Selection is more like a minimum requirement to be able to start and train.
Yeah.
And after you become an operator, you need to meet these standards. That's what we expect of you.
Okay. We don't have a lot of time in between these. The point is kind of to go back to back, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's fairly easy so far, but everyone keeps talking about the last 3 exercises: the climbing the ladder, the running, and the swimming. Those are like the hardest tests. This is kind of like a warm-up so far, it seems like. But the first exercise was definitely not a warm-up for me because my legs are weak as shit.
Dude, don't skip leg day.
So the Coastal Ranger Commando, that's the English word for...
Commando.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Just so easy for him.
Sure. So what is the next one? Is it a deadlift?
Yes.
It's not even tired.
100 kilos, 8 repetitions, that's the max.
Yeah, the minimum. You need to pass 4.
4 is the minimum.
$100 kg deadlift.
This is not going to be that easy for me, and then to be honest, I still feel it. My legs, I think I should have stopped at 20. Oh, Jesus Christ, my legs.
Come on. Yeah.
He's doing 8 as everyone is doing.
Good.
Okay.
What the?
That is cool because the different units I've been to, is it called units or?
Yeah, you can say units.
People look the same kind of, you know, you have like a special body type that are good for that unit, it seems like. I think in this unit, it seems like you're all pretty like fit, you build similar.
But we see that selection.
Let me ask a question. So, because I don't know much about sports in terms of like rock climbing. He used to be, or he is a rock climber. And how do rock climbers get paid? Like, are there competitions or is it sponsors or what? Because before he had a YouTube channel, what was his, like, you know, like I don't know anything about rock climbing. Is it like a competitive sport or what? I was thinking, like, what did he do before YouTube, like to well, just to be able to survive, you know?
Intends to.
Because I don't think it's a hobby, is it, for him?
Is it possible for lighter people, smaller people to also get past? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about the size actually.
Okay.
It's more about what's in your head.
It seems like that's the case for most of the units, what's in your head. So did you guys already know what units you wanted to apply to, or did you try different units?
Oh, I went straight for this unit, yeah.
Straight for this unit? Yeah. What made you want to try this unit?
I saw some ads on the internet and
Okay.
thought it looked cool.
What about the location of the base? Does that affect anything? The fact that you're in like a beautiful scenery and you can do a lot of outdoorsy things.
Yeah, it helps with wanting to stay here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options around, as you said, hunting, skiing, diving.
Yeah.
You can pretty much do everything from here.
Norway is such a long and narrow country, so the climate is very different up here from down south, and it's also way less populated. No traffic. It's just like easier life, or like slow-paced, more slow-paced life.
I can imagine.
So I've done this one before. I don't know how many I did, but I think it was around 30. Come on.
Dude,
And I remember this one is like, it's very easy in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it's just stop and becomes
Yeah.
really, really hard.
you probably get cramps.
That's max, yeah? Yeah. This one seems like the hardest one so far.
I think this is the worst one.
This is the worst one?
Because you need to go full way. It's funny because these things,
Come on.
they start easy,
17.
and then it
Come on.
reaches a point that you can't even do one
18.
more. Not even one more.
18. So you have to go all the way down, and elbows have to touch the knees.
Yep.
That's
1,
hard.
2, 3.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That is core strength right there. That is impressive.
17, 8, 19.
I can't do even one of those.
Easy.
Now it's about to get harder though. So the thing is, if I pass these tests, I get to go on a mission where we go out with 3 boats and board a ship, and I get to like do a real mission with these guys. But they've said that if I don't do it, it's too dangerous, so we can't do it. So if I fail these tests, I'm out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can't do the mission.
No, this is our minimum standards
Yeah.
to
Because then,
qualify as an operator. Yeah.
then it would be too dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would risk losing you.
So it's really
We
important
would
that I
risk
actually
losing
pass
you.
these tests, 'cause if I don't pass any of these tests, I don't get to go on the mission. And the mission is why we came here.
Yeah, and the thing is, you saw in the beginning, grabbing onto the rope, the ladder, like pulling yourself up. You need to have a lot of core strength to do that. In a moving boat also. It's absolutely insane what they're gonna do. Oh, you gotta be fast.
It's gonna be hard. They're in deep pain right now. So the thing is, I'm not able to run with them because we would have to blur their face, and 3 people running with me that we have to blur would be difficult. So that's why they do it first now, and then I do it after. But this definitely seems like the hardest one so far. And I guess it's only gonna get harder too. Like the swimming sounds really hard, and also the ladder that we're gonna climb sounds difficult. So I guess what we've done so far is just a warm up. So what was their time?
They did it in 53 seconds and 87 hundredths.
Right, and now they're gonna do 5-minute rest and then do it
53.
again.
Yes.
And it'll be the worst time that counts, or
The average
average between
yeah.
the two. Okay. What do you know what your pulse is right now?
Mine right now is 110.
110. So this is kind of a test of how fast you can recover in 5 minutes.
Go!
Nice.
Kom igjen.
5, siste runde. Peis på!
Dude, they're...
Just like a bit now.
Dude.
You sure you don't want to do it again with me? Huh?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3.
Wait, they're gonna run together? Oh no,
Go.
they're not. Oh, go faster.
Wait. 1.
Man, this is exhausting. Like, just watching, you get tired.
3. Good pace, good pace. 30 seconds. Come on. Come on.
He's got great stamina. You gotta know how to breathe also.
Come on. Yep. 57, 34.
57, 34.
That's not bad, that's
5
not bad.
minute break.
I guess the trick is not to sit down. It feels like my legs are just failing me from that first exercise.
Yeah, should
Like
have done
I'm almost
just...
afraid that I'm going to collapse because I don't feel my legs. And they also say you shouldn't stretch the leg muscles, I guess. Then the muscle just get loose, like stretching before running is not a good idea. I've heard experts say.
Dude,
I don't know if it's true, but I'm not
breathe.
going to take any risk right now. So I'm not going to stretch. So the distance is 22.8.
He's talking while he's supposed to be breathing. That's also making it harder because, you know, you gotta breathe, and he feels like he's not breathing enough.
Meters, 600 yards together, so 2 times 300 yards.
Yeah.
My pulse
He's
is
a
like
bit ginger. Yeah, he looks a
113
little
right
bit
now.
like Conan
10,
O'Brien.
2, and start. Come on, push it. Come on.
Microphone is not helping me there. Keep going.
Kom igjen, spurt. Fort.
1 minute.
Microphone fell off. It's incredible that you can get so tired in 1 minute. I was afraid every time I turned that my legs would just collapse.
All right, Magnus. So the first round you did it in 57.34.
Yeah,
The second round you did it in 60 seconds, .30.
yeah,
So that gives you an average of 58.82.
yeah.
Nice.
That's the pass.
That's a pass. Good.
Thank you, Maria.
I'm happy, yeah. I think this was one of
Oh, a dog video.
this and maybe the swimming I can still fail on, but the ladder I think I can do. So I just have to pass the next test then.
Yeah. If you pass the next 2 tests,
2
join
tests.
us.
Yeah, cool.
Dude, the production value is so good. We already know he passed.
A water cast and into a swim test.
Right, so first we're gonna jump from 8 knots, and then if that's comfortable, we'll move it up to 20 knots, right?
Oh no, wait,
And
this
then we
is
have to
this
swim
is the
for
test.
A certain distance that we don't yet know.
Yeah.
And if I at some point have to give up, get rescued by a boat, then I'm out. Is this gonna hurt at all, or?
The water cast might hurt a little bit. When you jump from the boat, the water pressure hits you. But with the right technique, you won't get hurt.
So like one hand behind your head, the other one here, and jump out.
Yeah, and keep tight.
Well, the water is really cold, and yesterday we saw killer whales. Orcas
Killer
in,
whales?
In this area.
Orcas. Oh
Let's
my
hope
goodness.
there are no orcas today. I don't want to be orca food.
Dude, he's gonna jump in that icy cold Norwegian water. That is... Well, he's used to it. He's Norwegian, right? But it's so crazy what you guys are able to do. Like, literally, you know, the human body is very impressive. And you guys push it to the limit. I love these videos. These are great. So you have to protect your head so you don't hit it on the water?
8 knots felt okay, but there's a little bit of water coming into the suit. It's not like completely waterproof. So I think it's gonna get really cold, and also jumping out from more than twice the speed of this, it's gonna be pretty scary.
That's crazy. It's almost like jumping out of a car. Water is hard when you fall, like, dang. Yeah, that's why you protect your head. So you don't get whiplash and hit your head. Blubber choppers.
If
not
you
too
think
bad.
the water is soft, think again.
It's not soft.
Pretty hard. Definitely felt it in my head. Just, it feels so hard, the water. And that was 20 knots. And I guess these guys go even faster than that sometimes. So now we're gonna do the last test, and that is the rope ladder test. And I've heard that that is the hardest test. So hopefully I've saved some power for
Rope
that.
ladder. Yeah, but it's upper body. I think he's not gonna have a problem with that. I think most people have a hard time with upper body, but he's not most people, is he?
So what we're practicing now is how we would board a ship.
Yeah.
So we're starting from a low position.
Yeah, we're simulating that you're in the rib. So
Yeah.
you're going to sit on the ground now and feel the waves. And you're supposed to start climbing when you're at the wave top, so the rib doesn't come and hit you.
You wrap the ladder like this, right? To make it more on the legs. Because we're going to climb this 10 times in a row, so that's going to be pretty difficult.
Wow.
If I do this, we're going to do a real mission, and then there's going to be no safety. So if you fall off, you're going to land in the ocean next to a moving boat, which is pretty dangerous, right? Because there's a lot of strings and stuff on the
Obviously.
boat. Yeah. And there's the propeller at the end of the boat. So
Dang.
you want to avoid getting into the water at all costs, right?
That's right. And that's why we want you to climb up 10 times, because then you prove that you have the stamina that's
Consistency.
necessary to climb up the boat. Good job.
Nice technique there.
So that's the first lap of 10 laps.
Then you jump down? Yeah, you rappel down. And it's tall, isn't it? Because they're gonna board.
Dealing with carabiners using gloves is so much harder.
They're gonna board ships. That is so crazy. That's why it's the hardest. Well, Magnus is a beast, man. Where did you guys find this guy?
So I guess this is the 5th time. So after this, it'll be halfway.
It was
He's
a
not
good
even tired.
job last time, but now I want you to focus on being even more efficient.
Okay.
And be right in his back.
I missed the foothold.
Focus on keeping your upper body into the ship side.
Okay.
Have a wide stance with your legs, and just try to work vertical and not pull so hard with your arms.
So lean more toward into the wall.
You know what's even more crazy? Even crazier is the fact that pirates exist. I saw a video of.
This is climbing is kind of different because.
I saw a video how ships avoid pirates, but you know that's crazy. Before they had all of these crazy things to avoid pirates, how they used to board ships. It's crazy, isn't it? Nothing but bodies on his. Sorry, nothing but muscles on his body. That is true. Dude is skin, bones, and muscle. Skin, bones, and muscle. No fat, nothing.
Even though this is climbing, it's kind of different because the ladder is moving. And you're not the only one moving it. Like, there are people higher than you and below you that kind of move the ladder. So if you miss the foot, you're out, and also kind of simulating how it will be on a boat.
Yeah, a moving boat.
I don't really know what to expect, so like from the start I would just try to campus, but obviously there's a boat there, so I can step on the boat, but I kind of forgot that. It's kind of different from climbing, but how many times have we done this now? 7 times? 7 times, yeah.
He took some rest while he was talking.
Magnus,
Smart.
Yeah.
I want you to stop 2 meters above now when you screw the carabiner.
Yeah.
Because the rib that you're supposed to jump on, it has a lot of antennas.
Yeah.
So if you screw the carabiner too low, the antennas might hit you.
Yeah.
That's why we want to say 2 meters.
And then it's hard in the beginning though, the first kind of pull. I feel like I'm like pulling out no matter how hard I try.
Try to stand more on your legs and
Okay.
work yourself up
Right.
in your legs.
Okay, so like this.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. He's a fast learner too. He's a very fast learner. He's very efficient at what he does.
So 10 times.
10 times. So now we're finished with the conditioning part of the test.
Not even
and we're
breaking
going
a
to do
sweat.
the final general test.
Okay.
That's supposed to simulate the real boarding with all the gear that we use.
Do you need this? Are you sure?
Not everyone's as strong as you, so
Christ, this is heavy.
we thought it's nice to use you as a breacher.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for it. So I'll take off this harness then and put on all that stuff.
Yeah, put on all this gear and get on the harness.
Meet my little friend. Doing it 10 times though, it's kind of
new guy always gets the heavy stuff.
I definitely got out of breath. You're expected to do it so quickly that you never get a break. This is gonna be a whole nother.
On ships, we have special pilot ladders, so the local pilot can climb on board safely, so that they can guide the ship to port. Those ladders have some steps. Okay, much wider. Okay, interesting.
Another story though. It's nice that you brought me a dry one. Didn't have to use the wet one. Do you guys ever go light? You know, light is fast sometimes. No?
Yeah, but if you're
sure I
light,
need
you
all
don't
that
have...
ammo?
Yeah. Then you can do your final test. Just jump around and feel if anything's loose. Feels okay?
Feels okay.
You could fight.
I don't know how well I would fight, but I will certainly try.
Dude, they need to get Magnus in a movie.
Try to visualize like a boat, ride the waves.
Yeah.
And
1, 2, 3.
Nice technique. Legs outwards, stepping inwards. Is he gonna do that 10 times again? No, just once, right?
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. So
for round 2.
Oh, round 2 again.
I can try. It's just awkward.
Hi,
to put on
Crossmar.
this. And I feel like it's already been a pretty long day. We've done a lot.
I feel that you managed fine.
Okay.
So I brought you a gift.
See the.
Nice.
Oh Jesus Christ! This weighs about the weight of me.
They're really putting him to the limit.
Oh, it's like having a really heavy backpack on.
Ready?
Alrighty. I guess this is the last thing I'll do.
Hope it doesn't turn
so for
on.
this, I'm gonna climb with a top rope because the chance of me falling, I think, is pretty big. Like I barely made it last time. Just climbing a ladder is very different. It's like it's more about your legs, and it's about holding it weird. And I don't know how many kilos I have on me right
Nice
now,
knot
but
he
it's
made.
definitely pretty heavy. Okay, riding the wave.
Dude, they are really putting him to the
I'm
test.
not able to use my heels.
They know that other people can't do this. They're just testing him. And he's done it 12 times at this
How
point.
do you use your heels though? Come on. Try to get your hips as close to the ladder as possible.
No, there's no way. I can't.
Oh, keep going.
I have to give up.
No, don't give up.
There's no way.
He gave up.
I don't understand how you use your heels. It feels like I'm being hanged.
Yeah, it does. Look like it too.
Oh, that's way too heavy. This is definitely pretty hard. I mean, what you guys do is pretty tough. So what do you think? Are we gonna go on a mission together?
I think you passed with a okay plus. Let's take
Okay.
you on a mission.
On a real
You
mission
passed with an
without
okay.
any security.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be dangerous. Yeah.
It's gonna be dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be on a moving ship.
From a moving ship to another moving ship.
Yeah.
No rope or anything.
No.
So you guys should make sure that you check out the next video.
Oh
Thank you guys for
no!
watching. See you next time.
What? Did he part 2 us? No. He actually just part 2'd us. Oh man, I thought, oh no, he really literally just said, watch part 2 for the video. No, I hate when they do that. So there's a part 2. Oh, dang it. Okay. That was pretty cool though. That was pretty cool. Yeah, but I was thinking, wait a second. Is the mission gonna be 5 minutes? Because we're almost at the end of the video. I should have known there's gonna be a part 2. But anyways, pretty cool. Thank you so much, Maria, for sharing this with me. You know, what these guys do, the Coastal Ranger Commando, they are absolutely well trained. And this was a video that Magnus, it was more focused on Magnus, but I can imagine if we have other videos focused on the Norwegian Coastal Ranger Commando and their training, it would be also as hardcore as this and even more, I would say. And this is just it was just a test. It wasn't even the training itself. I'll get a request for the part 2. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much. These videos are awesome, guys. I really enjoy these educational videos, you know, these army videos, you know, military videos. These are so great. And Magnus is absolutely a beast, and I can understand why his channel is super, super popular. You know, great production value. It looks like I'm watching a film, a documentary. It's just really great. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you want to request a video just like Maria did, you can go over to Buy Me a Coffee, request a video through there. You can click over here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or click over here to see my army videos or educational, I think army videos, military videos. Take care now. Bye-bye.